Welcome to Comfort Time with Aunty Yunike, where we share testimony stories. Our topic for today is alcohol abuse. And I'm sure all of us know what this is and how upsetting and how damaging it has been and it is right now for all of us. So we have invited Mr. Banda from Men's Network to come and discuss with us the ills of alcohol abuse. I know it's not a problem for just the men, it's also a problem for the women, but it's more the men whom we know are having issues with the abuse. Mr. Banda, thank you for coming once again.
Thank you for the invitation.
Yes, so please walk us through the alcohol abuse. Have you had any issues with, especially from the Men's Network, to do with alcohol abuse?
Yeah, we have a lot of cases that we receive, especially when you are doing sensitization activities in the community. We usually have conversations with the men and boys, and one of the things that is of great concern is alcohol consumption.
Okay.
Yeah, alcohol consumption, is quite common everywhere. If you look at if you go to the central business district in Osaka, especially around Freedom Way.
Okay.
Yeah, from town center there up to Kurima Tower, you find that alcohol is sold like sweets.
Is it alcohol, the alcohol we know, or it's alcohol that is actually manufactured in backyard factories?
It's both, because the effects are almost the same.
Okay.
And I remember that at one time the Minister of Health was talking about the high rates of mental cases that are received at Chainama Hospital, which were about 46% or so,
wow,
which are alcohol related. So if you look at the effects, they are more or less the same. Of course, we know that there are some communities that make backyard alcohol, which has got a high level of alcohol content, and this is not good for young people. There's also another type of alcohol which is coming from across the borders.
Okay.
From, I think the most common ones is coming from Tanzania, which has got a high alcohol content, and it's also not good for the health of men. But of course, we've also seen that there are businessmen within Zambia who are also importing alcohol from neighboring countries. And if you look at most of those that are important, they come in like, in huge boxes. I think Zambia has become a dumping ground
for alcohol.
Wow. And yeah, people are taking advantage of, the way, correct me if I'm wrong, Zambians take a lot of alcohol.
I know.
Which is not good, because
it's a very bad picture that we have.
And the high levels of unemployment among young people, most of them have taken to drinking, because there are no facilities that they can, they can keep themselves busy. For instance, if you look at most of the communities, there are no recreation facilities.
No. You are right, because I remember growing up, we used to have playgrounds. Each community had a playground where children could go and play. But now, everywhere you find their houses that have been built.
Yeah, their houses, people have given them as business plots. Just here in Ireland, after along Chirimuru Road, there used to be a nice facility where I remember we used to go and play sports.
Yes.
This time I passed there, I found that there are shopping malls, tall buildings and so forth. So we've taken the lives of young people to discover talents, that the good that they have away from them.
They don't have any way to showcase what they're able to do. This is really sad.
Again, there are no libraries.
Yeah.
Zambia.
Yeah, you know, we used to have that. You used to have a lot of that.
Yeah, so
you know, I think that needs to be looked at again, because you know, sometimes when you're having challenges in communities, in the home, libraries were a way of escape. You could go to a library and read a story and get encouraged and get motivated.
So those facilities are not there. One of my friends was saying it's very easy to find the beer than water in a lot of communities in Zambia, because if you go to every
that is so
corner of the
sad.
street, you find there's someone selling beer in a canteen,
but you won't find water. That is very sad.
Even in the rural communities, you find at least someone is selling beer, and most of it is imported illegally. And it points again to who is involved. The government knows that there's a beer which is brought into the country, it passes through our borders, it passes through our bushes, and authorities are aware about these things.
So why are they allowing it? And ZRA needs to be called in, because I've spoken in one other video, and the link will show how to heal your community. You know, growing up, that was one place where you could learn skills. You know, we used to have what they called social welfare halls, and those catered for everybody, because people who came from the villages, the young wives who came from the villages, didn't have friends, didn't have any support system where they were married into. So when they came, they were able to go to the social welfare hall. They made friends, they could do counseling, they could learn all sorts of tricks to help them improve their lifestyle. This is really something that we need to look at. It's really sad that we are where we find ourselves now. And you know, they're getting younger and younger. You find children who are less than 10 years and they're drunk, and you're thinking, you're not even supposed to be handling.
And I remember when I was in school, if your teacher finds you carrying if your parents over the weekend ask you to go and buy them beer through those days, it used to be a huge punishment.
Yes, they're not allowed to go and buy, even if you say I'm buying it for my parents.
But
because it's from there that the habit develops.
Nowadays, I think you find young people who are supposed to be in school, they are in the streets drinking.
They're not even buying it for their parents, they're buying it for themselves.
And where
it's really sad, the money. That's why now stealing comes in. So they'll steal from their families, from their parents, from other people, and they beat up people just to take money away from them. So it's really something of concern. And
we're talking about the junkies. Those young people, they come from our homes, in our communities, and when they're on the street, they turn themselves into monsters, attacking people. And I think we need to take full responsibility as a country, because those are our children.
They're coming from our homes. No, this is really sad. So have you put out any information as a way of encouraging people to stop this vice? Are you talking to any authorities to encourage them to look into this vice?
We are talking to especially the men, because most of the time we find that it is the men who go out to drink, but also we're also talking to boys, because these are young people who are in school, and if they are not in school, you find that they run onto the streets to drink. Where do they get the money? We encourage parents to spend more time with
their families,
so that the values, the African values that we all grown up with, can also be shared with the boys. It's I think in due course we will need to engage different ministries. Because there are also different ministries which are involved. One, there's a Minister of Commons that allows
importation of goods.
Into the country.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the ZRI.
Yes.
Do they check?
Yes, the goods that are coming into the country.
Yes. Yeah.
And then there's the council. The council is supposed to regulate and even to check how old the boys or girls who are buying the beers is. And you know, one somebody told me that girls have stopped cooking the way their mother used to cook. They are now drinking like their fathers. So I was like, what? Says, oh yes, before girls used to cook like their mothers, but now girls are not cooking like their mothers, they're drinking like their fathers. And I thought this is so sad.
Yeah, it's very sad. It's very sad. So it's something that we need to keep on talking about it, using different platforms, in the church, in the men's groups, everyone, so that the community is well informed. And the sad part also is that this beer which is coming into the country is an environmental disaster. Because those bottles, they are thrown everywhere. If you are driving through some of the streets in the compound, you are not even safe even when you are driving, because your tires might get damaged.
Yes.
Yeah, people that are walking the streets without shoes, the elderly women.
Yes, the children.
The children who are.
It's really a disaster.
Yeah.
I think there's need to really look into it.
Yeah. And this goes to the Minister of Green Economy, Minister of the Minister of Environment.
Yes.
To get involved. I think they should ban the bottles. You know, it's a disaster in communities. It's a hit and also a danger, because you can imagine people can use it to engage in violence.
Or they break the bottles and hurt others. They use it as a weapon.
Yes.
Although now that's a subject for another day. When you look at plastic and you look at bottles, I'm inclined to think bottles are safer for you than plastics. But when you look at it that way, that now it becomes a weapon of violence, then now you really need to revalue everything.
Yes,
Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah, so there's a high level of alcohol consumption.
It's very sad. It's very sad, because when people drink like that, it's difficult to have a normal conversation. So that will bring violence in the home, because the one person is talking from that level, the other one is here, so it's difficult to communicate. No, thank you so much.
And we do not have, counseling centers where cases of mental health can be addressed in communities. The only facility is Chainama Hospital.
Which is stigmatized.
It's
very
and if you look at
stigmatized.
these cases, they are found almost everywhere as far as Munirunga. And how does someone get help?
All the way, there's so much that is involved. You come all the way from Munirunga to come to Lusaka to access the hospital. How much is involved? There's money, there's where to stay, there's just so much that is involved. I think that's something that the government needs to look at. Counseling centers are really key. When I was growing up, like I've referred to the video, Healing Your Community, that was not a problem. Because even when you go to that center and you maybe are not even willing to talk about it, others will see that you are sad, you are not okay, and they will ask you. The people who are managing will come to you, and when you share, it was like a private environment, because people are learning skills, people are cooking. So even if you go in the office to share, no one will know what you're talking about, and that was a safe space. And I think we need to bring that safe space back.
So there's more that needs to be done. The Minister of Community Development is the main part of that program.
I think you must just do a list of all the communities and do letters to each one of them and say, please keep us safe. You know? Wow. No, thank you so much for all that you are doing, everything you are looking at. we need someone to start the conversation. Yeah. Once it's started, many other people will pick it up. Yeah, but someone has to start talking about it. It's something we are all seeing, but no one is saying anything that is alerting the authorities to the vice. Yeah.
So thank you very much for the invitation.
You're welcome, and thank you for always indulging us. So alcohol abuse is something we all know about, and it starts with one drink. When you don't control it, it will become something else. So yes, it's good to calm yourself down by having a drink, but watch yourself. And the children, are we watching them? Do we know what they're doing? Because if we don't have families where you have time to eat together, to chat, to find out what happened in the day, what children went through, did they go to school? Sometimes children are not even in school and the parents don't even know. They could be drinking, they could be fighting with people, and we don't know. So let's take time to make sure that we know what's going on, firstly in our home, then in our community, and then we can talk of what's happening in the country. Let's make sure that we save ourselves and save others. Alcohol abuse is very, very difficult these days. Alcohol abuse is killing us. So let's save ourselves and save others. Thank you for watching. For those who have subscribed, I'm saying thank you. For those who haven't, I'm saying please do, and give us a thumbs up. That will help us to get the word out there. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed. See you in the next video.